All right, it is our homeschool room tour time. So you guys know I've been working on, and the kids have been helping me a lot today to get our schoolroom reorganized. We downsized from a larger home to a home about half the size, so it's been kind of difficult to arrange things in the schoolroom like we want, and things have been packed away. And what I found is that the kids, just wouldn't look for certain things or didn't utilize certain things. So the challenge was to try to make things a little bit more accessible, kind of like we did when we were in Atlanta, so they could find everything by topic as we studied them. So I'm going to show you guys some of our shelves. All right, and most of you, if you know us, you know that we're very eclectic homeschoolers, meaning we like a little mixture of everything, some curriculum, hands-on, audio-visual, all of that. So what we did again was to bundle everything by topic on our shelves. So what you're looking at now are our science shelves. So think like the top, we have some general biology books and some general science books. And on the shelves, the next one down, we've got a little bit of nature study with this is our favorite book. If you do nature studies, you need to have this book, the Handbook of Nature Study. And they have all of their little tools to catch whatever when they're out. Beside that, they have information on plants. And we use a lot of Montessori type of learning. So inside of these, they'll have the little Montessori cards and leaves and things like that. So all that'll be in that section. Some information on birds and animals, insects, their microscope supplies with the slides and all of the cells. So they'll have their cell models and things like that in the bin. Our anatomy physiology set shelf. Got a lot of that. All right, down here we've got a little bit earth science. So they've got the earth science textbooks and things they want to use, earth science games and little things they can use to self-quiz themselves. Again, lots and lots of field study guides on whatever topic they're on for science. Those will be available. What I did was to take all of the science kits that we made for each topic. So if it had to do with these are minerals. So all the labs are already put together and they're inside of the bin. So there's labs in here that they can use with me or on their own for minerals and rocks and fossils. Over there, you've got it starting with earthquakes. And then coming down to the bottom, we've got volcanoes and plate tectonics and space and weather. Shelves over here, they're starting with physics. So we've got the physics books. They've got some little things on flight, motion and energy kits. Here they've got it's called Marble Mania. This was real good for different types of simple machines. They have there, of course, the Connects roller coasters. Those are great. Shelf down here, they have their science kits and books. So I have all the textbooks and workbooks and things that I can print. They have the little labs there, lab supplies. I love task cards. We love task cards. So I usually print these, laminate them, and just set them out. So they can study with these without me. They can grab them on their own. And because I have children of different ages and different levels, you're going to see different things on my shelves. They have their kits on magnets. All this is electricity and magnetism. So I've made the kits up already for whoever's doing physical science. I have one studying physical science this year, so everything's there for her. And of course I had to find a spot and it worked out great. So for our writing center, all of our foldables, that little foldable center looks like I've got some things that I need to restock, but that's cool. I'll take care of that later. All right, next shelf over here, we started with history, geography. So they have everything they need for history and geography. This is all the general resources. So they've got the history encyclopedias and things there. Their little puzzles. Got into U.S. history and geography. And again, we use our pen maps. So the pens are already set aside. And the pen map itself that they'll use is down there. Lots of flashcards and games and things on the shelves still again. So they've got their U.S. history, geography, and then coming down to some of the other world geography and history there. This is our shelf. A lot of my supplies and then their bins. We keep all of their things in bins for the year. So they have their notebooks and all of the supplies that they need there. Tucked away our 4-H and Girl Scout stuff at the bottom. These are our math shelves. So what I did was, again, to separate by topic. So they have all their base 10 supplies there. Multiplication and division supplies here. Number sense, all that kind of stuff. This shelf is for our algebra, pre-algebra, decimals and fractions. And again, the Montessori supplies are already set up for them to pick from. This shelf is about for economics, money, management, all that. So cash flow, that's a great game you want to have for the kids. Love cash flow. And geometry at the bottom. So they've got their measurement sets and everything there. Uh-oh. All right, let's see. I started putting together their, this is our timeline. They have a timeline inside of their, notebooks. And we have a wall timeline that I've been working on. A little bit more of it over here. So it's coming together slowly. And let's see. This side was, I needed to pack away all of their portfolios, so those are at the top. And then coming down here, just more books, religious studies, and things of that nature. Over here, we have all of our language learning supplies. So they have, down at the bottom, we've got Arabic and Mandarin Chinese, and then we have sign language, a little bit of German, Spanish, lots of Spanish. Some French, Italian, and Latin there. We have our critical thinking supplies and music supplies over here. And then language arts. So we have the first top shelf has our reading supplies, and then grammar and writing. They still have all of their, you know, cards and games. And I still have more to put up here. I haven't finished it all yet, but easy grammar, our favorite, and vocabulary studies. And since they're all sewing now, I added their sewing supplies and finished those up over there. Our boards, I gotta finish, I haven't finished yet, but putting up all of their different little posters and things. They have their little daily Spanish board, trying to incorporate their Spanish into everything they do. So making sure they start using it for all of their subjects and calendars and things of that nature. Look close up. This is the way the timeline looks. These are the timeline pieces that I've been making. So it has the AP US history figures that I started, and some of the African American history timeline figures are started as well. So this isn't completed. This is going to take a while, so we're going to work on that. But that's it. That's our little schoolroom. that we're working on and should be finished soon. Hope you enjoyed.